Hey there, David Gordon from TheaterMania here with Sadie Lee, one of the playwrights in our Young Playwrights Festival. Her entry, The First Step is Acceptance, will air on Saturday, August 29th at 2 p.m. this coming Saturday afternoon on our Facebook and YouTube. Hi there, how are you? You're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Sorry about that. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. You're in high school?
Yes, I'm going to be a junior this fall.
Nice. Tell me about the play and why you wrote it.
All right. So the play, I wrote it earlier this year. Yeah. And so that was, I actually started writing it before we all went into quarantine, before the pandemic became something that that everyone really started taking seriously. So
right.
it definitely evolved and changed during that time. But really it was mostly about my own experience right now in this world, in the current political climate. And because of what was happening, I ended up changing it more to fit that. Like, I didn't know it was going to be so set in this year until things started becoming more serious. At the beginning, it wasn't necessarily rooted in the pandemic in the way that it is now. Yeah.
I want to, is playwriting a thing that you've always done? Like, do you want to be a playwright, or was this your first time doing it?
Well, this play was it was my first time doing it. It's something I started doing it last year. And I really enjoy doing it, but it's not something I ever thought I would be doing. It's still very new to me. I don't know what I want to do when I get older. This seems like a great option. No, I really enjoy it, but I think at the moment, it was just something that was a creative outlet for me that I discovered that I really enjoyed, that I hadn't previously thought of. So
how did you discover playwriting? Did you just sit down and say, I want to write a play one day?
No, I found a program called Create Her, which is a program for young women who are, I think it's not only high school, but mostly high school aged women. And we got to learn about playwriting, but we also got to meet women in the industry, and it was a really great opportunity. So that was actually what I wrote this particular play for.
That's really cool. Mm-hmm. What was it like to put such a personal story to paper? Like, was that hard?
It was and it wasn't, because in some ways, I think for me, writing is always going to reflect a lot about whoever is writing, because our experiences are also inherently unique to ourselves, that like it would be impossible for that not to happen. So in some ways that was what I was doing, except on maybe a more specific level, because it was so much about my own experiences. But I think it was and it wasn't hard. It's kind of a cop-out answer, but
it's all good.
Yeah. Writing and sharing writing is always a very vulnerable experience. So
it's always so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're the writer. I completely agree with you there. For the people that are watching this that don't know what the play is about, can you describe it a little bit for us?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So the play, the bulk of it is in a therapy session that the main character has been court mandated to go to after causing a 4-hour train delay by pretending to have coronavirus, which is it's kind of a lot, especially right now. I will say the time frame is set in early March, I believe I said, because I wanted to specify it's not during. It was kind of before, at least in America, we went into lockdown or quarantine. So it's sort of right before everyone started staying at home and things like that. But it's a weird thing to describe. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing a good job.
No, it's okay. It's about you did a good job with it. What tell me about watching it come to life. Like, what was that like for you, especially since this is like your first play?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was really exciting. I feel so lucky to have been able to see it read by actors and actresses, because no, it's a very surreal experience, and it's just so different from seeing it on paper, because like we were saying, sharing writing is always vulnerable, and having it shared through other people is a very unique experience. Yeah. No, but it was really exciting to be able to see.
Did we supply the actors for you, or did you gather the actors yourself?
You supplied the actors for me, which was great. It was really exciting also, because I was like, I don't think I know that many people.
Does this whole experience like make you want to do more? Like, did you think of, is playwriting a form that you think of as like something that you're interested in continuing pursuing?
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, I've learned so much about it just in this past year, but it's such a unique medium. I mean, all mediums are, but because of I mean, right now liveness is hard, but because of the way theater is usually intended to be seen, it's a very intimate experience, because it's meant to be live and in person. And actually having to work through that now in an age where we cannot be doing that, where everything is virtual and we're all so far apart, it's really strange. But I actually feel kind of lucky to be able to be experiencing it this way, just because we're all sort of figuring it out at the same time. So it's a really unique way to enter this world.
And it's such a cool record for you to have too, the fact that this exists on video now.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you find out that your play was selected for this festival?
Well, when I entered it, and then when I got the email that said it had been selected, I was so excited, because the festival came after, I think, because I got the email and it said, "Oh, you've received honorable mention," which was really nice, and it was very exciting to learn. But then later, I got the email that was saying, "Oh, we're doing a festival and we want to feature your play." It was such a different thing, because there's going to be a tangible record of my writing, which is, I feel so lucky to have that.
What is the highlight of this whole experience for you?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I would say being able to share this work virtually, actually, because, well, it just means that it can reach more people in a way that it couldn't if we were in different circumstances.
Yeah.
And again, the fact that it was recorded, that this exists now, that I have a record of it other than just the script, I think that's really amazing.
Well, you're very good at it, and I think you should continue doing it. I think you should do more.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's very
Sadie,
kind.
thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And that is, the first step is acceptance. It's on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Are you going to be watching it? Are you going to be there watching?
Yes, I will.
And I think everybody else should too. It's a really great play. Thank you once again for joining me and talking about it. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this. This was great.
My pleasure. And thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Bye.